AI has taken a recent surge, with new amazing technology hitting the surface for everyday people to use. But behind closed doors, government officials have used this to their advantage to create face tracking cameras, dehumanizing the public and causing new problematic issues. This said technology is already being used in China, one of the most heavily surveyed and controlled populations along with the UK. These cameras are set up in 6 locations across London, with 3 cameras being in Croydon, 1 being in Catford, 1 in Chinatown and 1 on London Bridge. The government have spent £230 million implementing them around the city and plan to expand all across London. Facial recognition technology uses artificial intelligence and algorithms to analyse information about a passerby's facial features, including the distance between the person's eyes, nose and mouth. According to the Met Police, facial recognition technology can be used in a number of ways, but typically to help officers locate people on a watch list, to use facial recognition software to confirm the identity of a person, or help identify someone who is unconscious or unable to communicate. These cameras have caused multiple wrongful stop and searches, wasting the time of everyday citizens. In London in January 2019, a man was stopped by police after objecting to being scanned by live facial recognition cameras and covering his face. He was surrounded by officers and when protested was given a £90 fine for an alleged public order offence. The penalty now for covering your face is a higher fine or even jail time depending on how many offences you already have. Kensington and Chelsea Council had admitted it is using US surveillance software on 2 estates but insisted it was to keep residents safe. The technology, which uses AI software to analyse CCTV images, is being trialled at Trellick Tower and Markland House in North Kensington. Councillor Soph McVeigh says it has already been assisted by police apprehending one of the residents caused of carrying a machete, but another councillor said tenants were being treated like suspects. The West London Council was forced to confirm the use of US surveillance kit Fusus after media platform Open Democracy reported it was the only council in the country doing so. Thousands of people using the London Underground had their movements, behaviour and body language watched by AI surveillance software designed to see if they were committing crimes or were in unsafe situations. New documents obtained by Wired reveal the machine learning software was combined with live CCTV footage to try to detect aggressive behaviour and guns or knives being brandished, as well as looking for people falling onto tube tracks or dodging fares. From October 2022 until the end of September 2023, Transport for London, which operates the city's tube and bus network, tested 11 algorithms to monitor people passing through Willesden Green tube station in the northwest of the city. The proof of concept trial is the first time the transport body has combined AI and live video footage to generate alerts that are sent to frontline staff. More than 44,000 alerts were issued during the test, with 19,000 being delivered to the station staff in real time. Documents sent to Wired in response to a Freedom of Information Act request detail how TfL used a wide range of computer vision algorithms to track people's behaviour while they were at the station. It is the first time the full details of the trial have been reported, and it follows TfL saying in December that it will expand its use of AI to detect fare dodging to more stations across the British capital. The documents, which are partially redacted, also show how the AI made errors during the trial, such as flagging children who are following their parents through ticket barriers as a potential fare dodger, or not being able to tell the difference between a folding bike and a non-folding bike. Police officers also assisted the trial by holding a machete and a gun in the view of CCTV cameras while the station was closed to help the system better detect weapons. In response to Wired's Freedom of Information request, the TfL says it used existing CCTV images, AI algorithms and numerous detection models to detect patterns of behaviour by providing station staff with insights and notifications on customer movement and behaviour. They will also hopefully be able to respond to any situations more quickly. During the London trial, algorithms trained to detect certain behaviours or movements were combined with images from the Underground station's 20-year-old CCTV cameras, analysing imagery every tenth of a second. When the system detected one of 11 behaviours or events identified as problematic, it would issue an alert to station staff's iPads or a computer. TfL staff received 19,000 alerts to potentially act on, and a further 25,000 kept for analytics purposes. Britain is trialling new artificial intelligence speed cameras that can spy on the drivers inside their cars. The 10 in-unit's 4D radar and super resolution cameras can spot motorists on mobile phones or without seatbelts. A camera has been installed on the busy A23 in Lambeth, South London, as a part of a Transport for London trial while it awaits a green light from the Home Office. With the new technology, the cameras can also dish out fines for speeding and jumping red lights. It can be linked to DVLA policy databases to check tax and insurance on the spot. The camera can monitor 6 lanes night and day and be combined with other units to check average speeds. The solar powered gizmos have enough energy to work overnight. But let's get into the legality of these cameras and what the government's true intentions behind planting these all across the UK might be. The Home Office is looking to increase the use of controversial facial recognition technologies to track and find criminals within policing and other security agencies. The move comes after privacy campaigners and independent academics criticised the technology for being inaccurate and biased, particularly against darker skinned people. MPs have previously called for a moratorium on its use on the general population until clear laws are established by Parliament. The government is calling for submissions from companies for technologies that can resolve identity using facial features and landmarks, including for live facial recognition, which involves screening the general public for specific individuals on police watch lists. In particular, the Home Office is highlighting its interest in novel artificial intelligence technologies that could process facial data efficiently to identify individuals, and a software that could be integrated with existing technologies deployed by the department and with CCTV cameras. Facial recognition software has been used by South Wales Police and London's Metropolitan Police over the last 5 years across multiple trials in public spaces, including shopping centres, during events such as Notting Hill Carnival, and more recently during the coronation. It is currently widely debated whether there is any legal basis to use live facial recognition on the general population, and whether blanket use of technology fundamentally undermines the rights of the citizens. In the UK, police forces are not alone in adopting the technology. Schools and private retailers, such as the Southern Co-op and J Sainsbury's, have all begun to use it. In 2020, appeal court judges ruled the previous trials by South Wales Police of facial recognition software were unlawful, although the force continues to use the technology. At the time of ruling, South Wales Police said it would give the court findings serious attention and that its policies had evolved since the trials. Last month, the Met Police announced that it conducted a review into the technology's effectiveness and found no statistically significant bias in relation to race and gender, and the chance of false match is just 1 in 6,000 people who pass by the camera.